Okay, so today's lesson is volume of complex shapes with addition. What we're going to have to do today is we're going to be given these weird looking shapes and we're going to split them into different parts and calculate the volume of each part and then add it up together. So some shapes are going to be split for you, for example this one, whereas this one we have to split ourselves. You're going to have to find volumes of the unknown sides. You're going to have to find the lengths, the widths, and the heights of the unknown sides, and then you're going to calculate the volume. So it's a little tricky because it's multi-step, but if you break it down step by step, it's actually not that hard. I'm going to split my problem in the middle right here. I'm going to make this a pink shape, and I'm going to make this a blue shape. So I'm going to copy paste this on Paint and see you guys in a second. Okay, so I'm back, and things that you need to know before you start this question. So you need to know what volume is. Volume is length times width times height. You need to know parallel sides, like you need to know that this is parallel to this. The challenge in this problem is how to find the unknown sides with the information you have. So using what you know about parallel sides, you're going to calculate the missing numbers, and then you're going to solve. So let's start. Step one, split the shape into proper parts. I already did that. Now I have two different rectangular prisms. One's blue, one's pink. Step two, find the volume of the blue shape. So let's go on and do that. All right, so the length in the blue shape right over here. So what I'm going to do is highlight, and I apologize, my neighbors are doing their grass. I'm going to make it a little thicker. So this right here is what this 12 millimeters is. The reason why this is not my length in this problem is because that 12 millimeters is shared by both the blue and the pink shape. So it doesn't make sense to write down 12 as my length because my length is shared with both of these. So that cannot be my length because it's shared between both of those colors. So using what I know about parallel sides, I'm going to make my lengths green. Just as a visual, trust me, this is much harder than it looks, and the side is parallel to the side. So my 8 millimeter side right over here is parallel to my 8 millimeters over here, okay? This is parallel to this. So 8 millimeters is what my length is. I wish this would auto bold. There you go. My width now right over here. This is the width. Let's look at the width. Let's make the width orange. So the width over here is parallel to the width over here. And it's going to be parallel to this over here and this over here, but I'm just going to stick to this for now. So my width of 2 millimeters, actually I'm just going to go ahead and do that just so we know what's parallel to what. Okay, so my 2 millimeters that I have over here is parallel to this over here, this over here, and if I had this this made into this little 3D figure with more lines, a line over here would be orange too. So my width is 2 millimeters. Now, time for my height. What color should I choose for my height? I got orange, green, let's do this purple. I'm taking this color stuff serious. Height right here is parallel to this right here, which is parallel to this right here. Okay, I'm sure we're starting to see a little trend. parallel sides. So my height over here, we're looking, I know we immediately look at the height over here, and then we're like, oh, let's go all the way to the far left, 10 millimeters. No, we're looking at the blue shape. Stick to the blue shape. So this right here and this right here is 3 millimeters. So my height is 3 millimeters. I'm not done yet. Length times width times height. I have to quickly do that. So 8 times 2 times 3 should give me 16 times 3 is 48. So 48 is the volume of the blue shape, okay? Now, I kind of have like an idea of what's parallel to what. When I turn to the pink shape, right, I only have one number to work with. So it's a little confusing, but if you pay close attention to the little parallel stuff we just did, it should become easier. So the length for the pink shape, let's make it black. The length for the pink shape is this right here, okay? And that is parallel to this, okay? The length is this way. So we're done with the blue shape. All we're going to use the blue shape right now is for reference. We're going to use it to figure out information that we need to find the sides of the pink shape. So I know this green over here was 8 millimeters, and this green over here is 8 millimeters, okay? So 8 plus what would give me 12? Because this total side, right, if I went like this and I showed you what that 12 millimeters is, it would be this entire side right here, okay? That is what that 12 millimeters is. But we're not doing that. Let me see if I could, oops, all right, it went away, it's okay. So that, this is what the 12 millimeters right here, this is what it means. Move it down a little bit. That is what the 12 millimeters means. But that 12 millimeters is split between the green and the black. Okay, it's split between the blue shape and the pink shape. I know that green segment over here is 8 millimeters, and I have 12 millimeters total. To find the length, what I'm just going to do is 12 minus 8, which gives me 4. So I know the length is 4 millimeters, okay? So to find the length, I did 12 minus 8. Okay, I'm just going to make little notes right here. So now that I know that this right here is 4, I know this right here is also 4, okay? And I'm done with the length. Time for the width, okay? So I remember from my orange figure, the width right here was 2 millimeters. It was 2 millimeters right here. It was 2 millimeters right here. If there was an imaginary line breaking out right here separating this, it would have been 2 millimeters right there. It's 2 millimeters right here. So I know, just based off like information about parallel sides, that my width is 2 millimeters. Now, my height, this one was the easy one. Height is right over here. Let's make it purple to stick with our theme. Height is right over here. Okay? Height, remember right from here, over here, it's 10 millimeters. Okay? Now, multiply it all together. You got length 4 times width 2 times height. Your answer should be 80, okay? Millimeters squared. So now you're not done. You did step 1, you did step 2. Step 3, we already done, and now we're going to do step 4. What you do is you add, I'm going to cheat and use my calculator real quick just to save time, 128. So now you add both volumes. So 48 plus 80 will give me 128. So right over here, the volume over here was 80 equals volume. Volume over here was 48 equals volume. So for this entire figure, right over here, the total volume, how much space both the pink shape and the blue shape took up was 128. Okay, good luck. If you have any questions, you could email your teachers or even me. Just go step by step. The most challenging part is this right over here, but pay attention to the parallel sides, to subtracting properly, and it should make more sense.